Welcome to Sharpening Your Focus on Families. Hi, my name is Ronnie Burnham. I have career experience in law enforcement, as a parent educator for Hannibal Public Schools, and I currently work as a mental health RN employed by a women's correctional facility. I'd like to introduce my partner, Sharon Wisdom. She has served as a parent educator with the Hannibal Public School System for 27 years prior to her recent retirement. Let's think about how many home visits and home visit experiences this truly includes. Selecting our lens. We all have our own unique lens through which we see the world. This lens influences how we perceive things as well as our thoughts about those things that we may notice. Oftentimes, we are unaware of how our lens may jade our perceptions as well as guide our actions. When we interact with families, what we focus upon will shape our interactions with them, either consciously or unconsciously. What do you see? Let's take a moment to consider this picture. Imagine you walk into this scene for your very first interaction with a family. Take a moment to make some observations of things that may stand out to you. Now that you've had some time to look at the picture, let's discuss some observations you may have made. Deficit versus strength-based. We can approach a family with a deficit lens or a strength-based lens. I would like to focus first on using the deficit lens. For instance, you may have noted several safety hazards that were present in that picture. Did you happen to notice the knife on the table? What about the iron on the ironing board? How about the baby on the floor? And the space heater plugged into the wall? Viewed through a deficit-focused lens, an observer may note there are numerous safety hazards present in the room without acknowledging the strengths that may also be present. Let's take a look at another observation from this perspective. Deficit versus strength-based. Did you happen to notice the trash can overflowing in the adjacent room? Could this issue possibly be a stumbling block for seeking out positives that are within the environment? Deficit versus strength-based. Did anyone note that mom is on the phone rather than engaging with the children? Could this blur our perception of the mother's relationship with her children? Deficit versus strength-based. What about the cracks in the wall? Does the state of disrepair stand in the way of being able to notice positive things about the home? These observations are examples of viewing a family through a deficit lens. Now, I'd like to invite Sharon to talk with us about viewing the family through a strength-based lens.
The strength-based model lens does not ignore these concerns. Instead, it focuses on existing positives which can be used to address them. If we see only the negatives, it makes it harder to build rapport, and we limit our potential for helping a family to grow. Let's take another look at that same scene through our strength-based model lens. Are there some positives that you can see? Now that you have had some time to look at the picture, Let's discuss some observations you may have made. Deficit versus strength-based. Did you find some positives this time? Let's discuss the difference between deficit and strength-based models as they apply to some of our earlier observations. Viewed through a deficit-focused lens, an observer may note that there are numerous safety hazards present in the room. Through the strength-based lens, an observer may note that mom is in the room to monitor the children in this hazardous environment. Mom's presence in the room is the important variable. She is the one that has the ability to create change and make the environment safer. Let's take a look at another of our observations from these perspectives. Deficit versus strength-based. The trash can is overflowing, as we noticed earlier, but it indicates that mom has made an attempt at keeping order. Is there a reason why she's unable to empty the trash more often? Maybe the trash pickup area is at a distance from her apartment and she feels she cannot leave the children alone for the length of time it would take her to take out the garbage. Perhaps you can help her brainstorm a way around this difficulty. Deficit versus strength-based. What positive can you see in the fact that mom is talking on the phone? She's not engaging with children, but there is a working phone in the home, which she can use to access services such as health care, food and utility aid, and other services. The phone provides her that way to access those services. Deficit versus strength-based. Yes, there are cracks in the wall, but mom has made an effort to provide furnishings and home decor for her family. There are pictures as well as cracks on those walls. When we see families only through a deficit lens, we miss the opportunity to empower them to grow. Focus on what you want to grow. It's critical to have self-awareness and make a conscious choice of the lens through which you view families. Each time you interact with a family, look for strengths which facilitate growth, positive outcomes, and family goals. Thank you for participating today.